we finally get Gigi. What are your thoughts on Gigi? What do you think of Gigi?
Uh, so, Gigi kind of annoys me. Not as much as Ira did. No, 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 yeah, yeah, not as much as Ira did. Um, you know what? No, JK, scratch that. I think he annoys me more than Ira did.
Okay, you went
Uh,
back on your word twice on
sorry,
the in
sorry,
two
sorry,
seconds.
sorry, sorry, sorry. I was just thinking about it. Um, I think it's interesting though that he has the ability to see ghosts, and I am curious as to how he got that ability because they never really like actually said. They're just speculating that he might have touched Okarun's balls. So, um,
Well, he had power since he was a kid. And
oh, okay, maybe I just
um
misunderstood. Okay, never mind.
yeah, and he's related to Momo and well, I don't know if they're related. He just calls
No,
her
they're
aunt.
not.
He
Yeah.
just calls her aunt. They're just friends.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
just a form of respect.
Yeah, everybody seems to have powers in the show, so it's not crazy to think that he if you're in an area you might get the power touch, you might get the cheese touch at some point too.
Yeah,
Um,
maybe I just misunderstood. My bad.
I like Gigi. I think Gigi's fun. I'll drink the Kool-Aid. I'm right there with every one of the people that he meets in this episode. He's everyone's like, oh, he's so cool. You know what? He is cool. You know what? Gigi is cool. Is he a ladies' man? Absolutely. He's literally Johnny Bravo. If you think of it, he's a new school Johnny Bravo. He's like, how you doing, ladies? Doing good? You looking good?
You know
Oh,
what? Maybe.
what's this? Am I pulled to this? Oh, it's just because you're a chick magnet. Like, oh God, the Riz, the
Maybe he'll
Riz.
grow on me. I don't know. I did like seeing the bits of seriousness though in him, like when he was talking about his parents and like the ghost in his house and stuff. Um, that was interesting to me. I'm interested. I just
Yeah,
he was just a little loud for my
yeah.
tastes.
Gigi will not be getting any quieter. So yeah, let's go. Let's kind of go through. I just wanted to talk with you a little bit about Gigi in the beginning of this
Yeah,
thing. Yeah. So
I think he could grow on me though.
Gigi shows up, and he's Momo's first crush. Okaroon is looking at Gigi like, "Oh my God, this man, this cute man, he's gonna take Momo from me. What am I gonna do?"
He was
And then
going
Gigi,
through it.
bro, and then Gigi's just like, "Hi, cutie, oh, cutie patootie." And oh my God, this whole scene, especially with Ira there in the beginning, I literally have in my notes, this is just a group of crackheads. Like every
Yeah.
single one of them is wild. You got Ira talking about they're trying to make a team of demons that way they can take over the world. You got fucking Momo's like, what? Okrum's like, oh, she's gonna fall in love with Gigi, and
She's gonna leave me.
Gigi's like, how many memes can I fit in one sentence? Like, it's what is this? What is this world? And then the Granny and Turbo Granny are just watching their show, watching their programs. Like, it's just a group of crackheads all in one little space, and I like them. I like them. They're fun.
Yeah, I do think he adds, while he is loud for me, I do think he adds an energy to the group that was needed. Like there just needed to be like a little one more notch in the like chaos ring that I think he
Yeah.
perfectly adds.
You know what? We should do one of those charts, like the chaotic neutral chart. We should do that for DanDaDan
Oh,
characters.
dude, he
That would be fun. We should do that.
he's true chaotic.
Yeah, we should do that. Sorry, I just got distracted on my TV. I have like screensavers and Pesto's just on my screen.
Pesto the penguin?
Pesto the penguin? Yeah,
Pesto
Pesto the
the
penguin.
penguin?
He's just on my
Okay,
screensaver.
but is it
And
is it little pesto or is it jacket
no,
pesto?
it's just when he was his beefcake self.
Oh,
Oh,
I
it's
love
gone
that.
now.
Oh, oh,
Anyway,
I miss pesto.
yeah, so then after that whole interaction happens, Okaroon is like, all right, I'm gonna go leave. And Okaroon and Okaroon has the most awkward walkout I've ever seen. He's just he's just he's just down in the dumps. And
He
fucking
was just downtrodden. Like he was
dude.
truly defeated.
Momo's like, well, I'll see you tomorrow, right? He's like, yeah, I guess. I guess we'll see each other
Like
tomorrow.
poor guy.
I was like, oh Jesus Christ, what a walk. And then we go back to back in the inside of the house with Momo and Gigi talking about why he's here, and Granny's like, oh yeah, both of his parents are in the hospital, and he's like, I love life. Life is great. Isn't life fun? I'm
I'm
like, dude,
eating.
I'm like, dude, your parents are in the hospital and you're pretty cool about it. Okay. And then
Yeah.
it's funny because later on they make the school teacher makes the same joke when he's getting introduced. He's like, his parents are in the hospital and he seems pretty okay with it. That was a pretty meta joke there. So I like that they followed it up with that. Um, we get to see Gigi being remorseful, as you mentioned earlier, about
hmm
being basically Momo's bully in a way.
hmm
And when they
I
were
like
younger,
that.
but they were both like 7. It's like, ah, come on, give yourself a little bit of break
Never
here.
too late for an apology.
Give yourself. Apparently, she didn't remember it. She was like, I don't know, maybe I guess we did kind of just like each other. Were we even friends? She's like, hey, whatever, who cares? Momo really doesn't give a fuck. We find out that Gigi's a character from Uzumaki. Uh, he literally is in his house just seeing spirals, and the spirals get more crazy, and then his parents get sick, and now he's parentless.
Fun.
He's literally a character from Uzumaki, but the only difference is he left the town. He got on the first train out of there. So, yeah, so he can see demons. That's what we find out. And I have my list here or on my notes here. A fucking demon is at Gigi's house and it's screwing with Gigi's family. Will he escape? Find out next episode.
On DanDaDan.
Yeah. We go and we see grandma, the little grandma, and we see Turbo Granny just laughing it up watching a sitcom. Like they're just best friends now. I think that's hilarious. Well, they were fighting in the beginning of this. Now they're like,
hmm
ha ha, you're not that bad of a guy. Oh, you're not that bad of a guy either. Love that for them. That's amazing. Uh, we then go to the next day. Gigi is now a student at Momo's school. Gigi is acting fucking wild, and everybody's like, "You're so cool. You're so great." Meanwhile, Okarun is going through it. Okarun
Okaron
is,
down bad, and he's having an internal crash out. He's freaking out.
yeah, he's freaking out during English class. He is, he's like, "Oh my God, she doesn't love me. Why should I be loved? What is going on? Maybe I should
I
just
need
do
to
my own
stop
thing."
drawing us surfing together.
Yeah, I actually paused on the screen that was the notebook where he had all of his little drawings and doodles of Momo and him like having a pretend life. They were surfing, they were like having a barbecue, they were doing a bunch of things. And I was like, this is so cute. And he was like,
He
fuck this
scratches it
shit.
all out.
Yeah, he scratches that. I was like, fuck this shit. I gotta go work out because that's the only thing that matters. He's like, my pecs and my abs. That's what matters in life. So he goes outside to go work out. Momo shows up and is like, hey, if you're not gonna eat, maybe I could feed you. And Okarun's like, oh yeah, maybe you can. Do it.
And then Gigi comes in like the fucking Kool-Aid man, like,
Oh,
hey.
oh my God. What a cock block Gigi. That's what just happened right there. Helgren was like, oh. He's like so close to that rice ball. So close. And I get him. I get him, man. I get it, man. You know what? If you were to be like, hey, Want me to feed you this rice ball as I work out? Be like, something about that. I get you, Okaroon. But anyway, he gets immediately interrupted by
Okay.
he gets immediately interrupted by Gigi. Gigi's like, "Hey, I got this new milk," and Momo also has ADHD, so she's like, "What milk? You got what milk? Yogurt milk?"
I think it
She's like,
was nostalgic for the two of them.
"Yeah." Well, she was immediately like, "I'm not gonna fuck you, Okaroon. See you later.
I got yogurt milk.
I got yogurt milk." And now Okaroon's like, "Oh no." And he's so jealous. He is so jealous. He goes around the corner and a fucking Titan shows up. I know he's not a Titan, but is half naked. I don't even know what's going on there. He's like
He's an
I don't know.
anatomical model.
Yeah, he's an
Like a for like
anatomical
an
model.
like in science class, he's an
Yeah, I didn't know what he
anatomical
was
model.
until halfway through. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And he's just running. He is just running away. We're like, "Why are you running, bro?" But apparently he gains sentience by getting the ball, one of Okroon's balls. And this chase scene to the dun, 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 dun. I don't know what song it is. I tried looking it up.
We tried. Yeah, we tried
I
looking it
don't
up.
know what song it is, but whatever that song is, let me know in the comments. The chase scene to this was pretty crazy. I actually thought that it was the first chase scene that they had in this show was way better than this one, but I think that's because that was at night and they could mask a little bit of the animation versus this one being during the day, and you could see a little bit of it being, I don't know, it wasn't the best animated one, but it was still fun. Uh, I was like halfway through this, I was like, why is this guy just running? What is happening? What is happening in this episode? This episode feels like crack. Like, what is happening?
Yeah,
Um,
legit. I stopped and I was like, I feel like I am on drugs watching
yeah.
this episode. There's too much shit happening at once.
So the guy like kind of falls apart, and we're like, what the fuck is happening? 'Cause I still didn't had no idea what the fuck the dude was. Like I was like, what is happening here? Yeah, but Momo grabs his heart as he falls apart, and Momo's just squeezing his fucking heart. He's like, oh, I got him. She goes super dark. She's like, oh, when his heart fell out, I grabbed it, and I have it wrapped around in my fist, and I could crush his life at any moment. And fucking Okaroon and Gigi are like, chill.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, just chill. But then the Titan and his Titan wife have a beautiful moment because he goes to dig up um the discarded extra whatever skeleton thing, and that's his
Yeah,
wife, and they have
she was an outdated anatomical model, so they threw her away and he
yeah,
was the more anatomically correct model.
and they're having a beautiful moment where he's like, I'll do anything for you. You are the light in my eyes. You are the trees. You are the leaves in my tree. You are the sun in my sky. You are the blue to my red. You are the blue water inside of my lake, and that lake feeds the world. Oh, I think I could fit one more in there. You're the stars in my night sky that lead me to love. Anyway, he's saying a bunch of those things, and Okroon's like, "Oh yeah, that's great," and I feel the same way about you, Momo. Okroon is inspired by all the cliche things you could think of, and
Yeah, just a little light bulb moment.
that's how the episode ends. What'd you think about this episode?
I thought with that inclusion, like overall, I thought it was really cute. Because the whole time, fucking Okaroon's just like, I lost her. It's over. We're I'm gonna be alone, even more so now. And then when he hears this like declaration of love from this animated anatomical model, he's like, giving up wasn't the only option. He's like, I can confess. I can be romantic. I thought that was really cute that he was like, "Oh, it's not Gojo over. We're so back."
This show does uh, high school romance so well. The show does
Mm-hmm.
amazing overthinking analysis of uh your partner so well. There are tons of moments where I'm like, you know what, man, I was just like you as a kid. And, um, as somebody whose high school reunion 10-year anniversary is coming up this year, I see these things and I'm like, man, I'm old. Man, man, am I old watching that. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm starting to forget what high school felt like. But then watching shows like this, I'm like, you know what? We're right back. We're right back, baby. Nostalgia's right back. Boy, do I remember talking to some girl and being like, oh, you're the love of my life. And then 2 weeks later being like, man, I really like cars. And then completely forgetting about the girl. Because that's what high school is. Why don't you like me anymore? I started playing Assassin's Creed 2.
Dude, I would
Was
beat
that
you
not?
up.
That's how high school was for me,
I
man.
would beat you up.
I would disappear off the face of the earth for a couple weeks, be like, "What's happening with you?" Oh, I'm just playing Fallout. Fallout 4 came out in 2015 or 2014. I love Fallout 4. Did not see. I broke up with the girl because I wanted to play Fallout 4. I know it says a lot about me, but you know what? It says talks about my commitment to the game. It's like about the commitment to Fallout 4. My commit That's a 10-year long relationship. I just played Fallout 4 again recently. So think about it. I'm the committed one.
And you didn't break up with me.
Like
Yeah, that's
Fallout
right.
4, baby. That's that's the moral of the story.